Hello students, welcome to all of you Shiksha 360, and today basically we will discuss regarding the chapter number 32, clear chapter number 32. As I have already discussed with you that there is a lot of changes in the syllabus. So even in the accounting syllabus, clear, even in the accounting syllabus, that is accounting and financial management, clear, that is for the banker, there is a lot of changes in the syllabus. So first of all, we will start with that is module D. Under module D, the first two chapters that is regarding the text, which we will cover later on weekends. And first of all, today we will discuss regarding the costing method, clear costing method. So let's start. We'll provide session on PPB, accounting, retail, and Indian economy. Clear all the four subjects we will cover. So let's start. Chapter 32, part 1. That is costing methods. Clear costing method. So let's start our discussion. So first of all, regarding the introduction under that. So what is costing? Clear? As there is costing in simple language, if I will tell you, that is to analyze the cost for manufacturing or for producing any article. Clear? So how much cost we have spent upon that, that is to be termed in the process of the costing. Clear? That is to be termed in the process of the costing. Clear? So what is costing? Basically, costing, it is the process. Costing is the process of determining the expenditure. Clear? What is costing? Costing, it is the process of determining the expenditure incurred. Clear? What is costing? Costing is the process of determining the expenditure incurred in producing a product. Clear? In producing a product or providing a service. Clear? So what is costing? Costing is the process of determining the expenditure incurred in producing a product or providing a service. So correct costing, it is crucial for any business organization. Clear? If we analyze the properly, clear, if we analyze the properly, only after that we will move towards the actual cost. Clear? Only we will move towards the actual cost. Clear? Which we have to consider for that product. Clear? So correct costing, it is crucial for any business organization as it has direct bearing on its sales and marketing strategies. Clear? As it has direct bearing on its sales and marketing strategies. So the costing system, clear. Next one, that is the costing system adopted by an organization. Clear? The costing system adopted by an organization depend upon its unique requirements. Clear? The costing system adopted by an organization depend upon its unique requirements and the nature of its products or services. Clear? And the nature of its products or services. Therefore, the costing system, clear. Therefore, the costing system adopted by the different organization may not be the same. Clear? So as per their requirement, clear, as there are different costing systems, so as per their requirement, they will select that costing system. Clear? So therefore, the costing system adopted by the different organizations may not be the same. However, the basic principles, clear. However, the basic principle of costing do not change with the system of costing adopted. Clear? Basic principle, it is to be remain same, but there are different types of the costing, and on the basis of that, there are different types of the calculation. Clear? There are different types of the calculation on the basis of the different types of the costing system. So costing system are broadly classified into the two categories. Clear? So generally we can say that costing system, it is broadly classified into the two categories. So first one here, that is the job costing. Second one here, that is the process costing. Clear? First one, that is the job costing. Second one, that is the process costing. Clear? So what is the basic difference? Clear? So what is the basic difference in the job costing? Clear? Job costing, basically it is used, that is when we want to perform any specific job. Clear? Or we want any specific article or project. Clear? For that we will use the job costing. Clear? Like we can say that basically we are taking one PC. Clear? From any shop. Clear? So we will take that is already build up PC, or we can say that we have to assemble different parts. Clear? So process costing, that is when we will take already, we can say that well prepared PC, that is all the parts are assembled in that. Clear? That is to be considered in the process costing. And we can say that we have to assemble different parts of the different companies as per our requirement. Clear? So that is comes into the job costing, clear? That is we have to done specific job, clear, as per our requirement, clear, as per their requirement, clear? So some methods make part use of the job costing and part use of the process costing. So under these broad categories, unit or output costing, job costing, batch costing, contract costing, process costing, and service costing are amongst the widely used method of costing in the industry. Clear? These are all the different types of the costing, and we have to be cover all these costings one by one. Clear? We have to cover all these costings one by one. Clear? Like unit costing. Unit costing, what is that? Basically, it tells us how much cost. Unit costing basically tells us basically how much cost we have to pay for the production of one unit of that article. Clear? For the production of one unit of that article, that is to be comes under the unit costing. Clear? That is to be comes under the unit costing. Unit costing basically it is also known as single output costing. Clear? Single output to unit costing. Clear? So single output costing. Clear? So please remember that regarding these things, important for the examination point of view. Now move to the next one. Clear? So please remember that what are the two types of the costing? That is first one, that is the job costing. Second one here, that is the process costing. Clear? Second one here, that is the process costing. Now move to the next point. So unit and single output costing. Clear? Unit and single output costing. So let's start. So this method of costing, clear, unit and single output costing, basically this method of costing involves, clear, this method of costing involves finding out the cost of the, clear, this method of costing involves what it tells, find out the cost of, clear, find out the cost of the total output. Clear? First of all, we have to find out what that is total output of total cost of, find the cost of the total output. And next is then finding out the cost of one unit. Clear? First of all, this method of costing involves finding out of the cost. Clear? Finding out the cost of total output. Then finding out the cost of one unit. Clear? Then finding out the cost of one unit by dividing the cost of total output by the number of units produced. Clear? So then how we will find the cost of one unit? Cost of one unit, it is to be, that is total output upon number of units produced. Clear? Upon number of units produced. Kindly remember that. Example. A company produces television sets. Clear? Now we will discuss one example on the basis of that. That is, a company produces television sets of only one type. Clear? A company produces television sets of only one type. During 1 month, its total production was 300 sets. Clear? So denominator, we know that basically it is to be 3000 sets. The total cost incurred by the company, clear, the total cost incurred by the company was 3 crore. Okay, 3 crore. So the total cost of one television set, clear, just we have to divide it. So the cost of one television set, it is to be rupees 10,000. Clear? So the cost of one television set here, it is to be rupees 10,000. So this method is more suitable for the assembly department. Clear? That is where they will do this type of work. Clear? That's it. This method is more suitable for the assembly department in a factory, like producing a mechanical article, as also in the industries like brick making, mining, sugar, cement, etc. Clear? So kindly remember the examples here where which method is to be used here. Clear? Please remember that single or output costing where it will be used. So this method is more suitable for the assembly department in a factory producing a mechanical article, as also in the industries like brick making, mining, sugar, cement, etc. So further, that is, when using this method of costing, it may not be necessary. Clear? When using this method of costing, it may not be necessary to maintain separate cost accounts. Clear? So when using this method of costing, it may not be necessary to maintain separate cost accounts, as the required information can be derived. Clear? As the required information basically can be derived from the financial records maintained under the financial accounting. Clear? As the required information. Okay, as the required information can be derived from the financial records. Clear? As the required information can be derived from the financial records maintained under the financial accounting, clear, maintained under the financial accounting, clear. So kindly remember regarding that, that is the single or unit, single output costing or the unit costing, clear, single output costing or the unit costing, clear, very very important. Just under that we have to try to analyze the how much cost we have to pay for the production of one unit, clear, for the production of one unit. Okay, now move to the next type of the costing. There are some more methods here. That is, this method has some limitations, clear, this method has some limitations and can be used, clear. This method like we can say that every method has some limitation, that's why another method is to be developed, clear. And this method, it is where it is to be used, clear, and can be used in the following cases, clear. Where it will be used, first point, that is where a firm, clear, first point, that is where a firm is producing a single article, clear. This method where it will be used, that is where a firm is producing a single article on large scale, clear, where a firm is producing a single article on large scale by continuous manufacture, clear, that is where a firm is producing a single article on large scale by the continuous manufacture, where the units are produced to be identical, clear, even identical, or we can say that there is a little difference, clear, and that we are also producing in the large quantity, clear. So where the units produced are to be identical, or where the products are to be homogeneous, clear, where the products are to be homogeneous. Or next one, where a firm is producing two or more grades of the one product, clear, where a firm is producing two or more grades of the same product, clear, of the same product. At these places this method can be used. In the examination you will get these types of the question, clear, that is which of the following are related with the single output unit costing, clear. So directly they will take out these points here. That is where a firm is producing a single article on large scale by the continuous manufacture. Second one, where the units produced are to be identical. Third one, where the products are to be homogeneous. Fourth one, where a firm is producing, clear, where a firm is producing two or more grades of the one product, clear, where a firm is producing two or more grades, clear, where a firm is producing two or more grades of the one product. At all these places single output unit costing it is to be used here. Okay, now we will move towards the next one, that is the job costing, clear, that is the job costing. Before job costing, I think we have to cover, that is what are the cost sheet, clear. So what is the meaning of the cost sheet? Please try to understand here. Wait a minute, that is one point we have left, that is cost sheet. So under the cost sheet, clear, under the cost sheet, what it tells the, it tells that where how much amount is to be spent, clear, where how much amount is to be spent. Like I will take one example, like for manufacturing a product, we need raw materials, labor, electricity, transportation, advertisement, warehouse cost, clear. So all these costs are to be, we have to pay, clear, for manufacturing of the product, clear. So these are to be divided, like we can say the direct material cost, indirect material cost. Direct material, that is related to the materials direct, like raw material. Indirect material, factory overhead, that is factory expenses. Administrative overheads, clear, that is which they are maintaining everything, clear, that is person sitting in the office, clear, dealing all these things, that is administrative overheads, clear. All these things we have to be covered under the cost sheet, clear, all these things we have to cover under the cost sheet, so that in the end we can analyze all these points. So now let's understand what they are trying to saying here. So cost sheet, clear, cost sheet, the cost sheet maintained under the single output unit costing, clear, the cost sheet maintained under the single output unit costing, it is a periodic statement, clear, it is a periodic statement. The periodicity of preparing this statement, clear, it is a periodic statement, and further the periodicity of preparing this statement depends upon the nature of the organization, clear, the periodicity, that is within how much time this statement is to be prepared for, how many time that is for on monthly basis, on quarterly basis, on a half yearly basis, on weekly basis, clear, or on fortnightly basis. It depends upon company to company, clear. So the periodicity of preparing this statement, clear, the periodicity of preparing this statement depends upon the nature of the organization and the objective of costing, clear. The periodicity of preparing this statement depends upon the nature of the organization and objectives of the costing. It is a document, clear. What is a cost sheet? It is a document which records a detailed cost of a cost center or a cost unit, clear. So what is cost sheet, clear? So what is the cost sheet here? Basically, it is a document. Okay, it is a document which records clear. It is a document which records the detailed cost, clear, which records the detailed cost of a cost center or a cost unit, clear, which records the detailed cost of a cost center or a cost unit, clear. So what takes the information, clear? It contains the information, clear. What type of information it will take? It contains the information on the expenditure, clear. It contains the information on the expenditure incurred on the material, clear. Expenditure where we have already done, that is on the material, on the labor and direct expenses. The administration expenses actually incurred are also included in the cost, clear. Administration expenses, like we can say that workers. So salary paid to the worker, it is to be known as the wages, clear. Kindly remember that. And salary paid to the, sorry, remuneration, we can say that, or basically monthly salary paid to the administration worker, it is to be known as the salary, and to the worker, it is to be known as the wages, clear. And for the higher authority, it is to be known as the remuneration, which we have already covered. Remuneration, clear. So kindly remember this word. Okay, so it contains the information on expenditure incurred on the material, labor, and direct expenses. The administration expenses actually incurred, are also included in the cost. Indirect expenses payable at the periodical intervals, clear. Indirect expenses payable at the periodical intervals are also included in the cost sheet on the basis of the estimates, clear. Are also included in the cost sheet on the basis of the estimates. Selling and distribution expenses may or may not be included, clear. Selling and distribution expenses may or may not be included in the cost sheets depending upon the management decision, clear. Depending upon the management decision whether they want to include the selling and distribution expenses under that or not, clear. Selling and distribution expenses may or may not be included in the cost sheet depending upon the management decision. Further, the items not recorded, that is the items not recorded in the cost sheet. The items not recorded in the cost sheet includes, that is what it includes taxes, interest, dividend paid, provisions and write-offs, cash discounts, profits or loss on the sale of assets, etc. Clear? Very, very important for the examination point of view. This is the one of the question, that is what is to not be included, clear. What are not to be included in the cost sheet, clear. So the items not included in the cost sheet, clear. The items not included in the cost sheet, what are these? That is taxes, interest, dividends paid, interest, dividend paid, clear. That is taxes paid, interest paid, dividends paid. Fourth one, that is the provisions. Fifth one, that is the write-offs, cash discounts, profit and loss on the sales of assets, clear, etc. Clear. All these things, clear. Profit and loss of sale, profit or loss on the sale of assets, etc. All these things are not to be included in the cost sheet, clear. All these things are not to be included in the cost sheet, clear. So kindly remember that, clear. What is to be included and what is not to be included in the cost sheet. Just simple that all the costs are to be included, like what? Taxes paid, interest paid, dividend paid, provision and write-off. Because these things we have to take, like dividend it comes only when there is a profit generated, clear. So why we will take the dividend from the customer, clear, if we want to pay later to the customer, clear. That is in the cost sheet, those costs are to be included, which we have to be take from the customer, clear, which we have to take from the customer when the final price is to be fixed, clear, when the final price is to be fixed, clear. Now move to the next one, that is regarding the job costing, clear. So job costing, here you will also able to understand what is the basic difference between the process costing and the job costing when we will discuss now. So job costing method, that is job costing method it is required by the industries. Clear? Job costing method, it is required by the industries where each unit or batch of output of a product is different from the other units or batches. Clear? Job costing method, it is required by the industries. Clear? It is required by the industries where each unit, that is either a single piece or we can say that a batch like 15, 20 or 100. Clear? Just simple for understanding purpose. So job costing method or job costing system, it is required by the industries where each unit or batch of output of a product or batch of output of a product is different from the other units or batches. Clear? Is different from the other units or batches. This is in contrast to the process costing system. Clear? This is in contrast to the process costing system which is used in the industries. Clear? So this is in contrast to the process costing system which is used in the industries where production units are similar. Clear? This is in contrast to the process costing system which is used in the industries where production units are similar and the production takes place. Clear? Where production units are the similar and production takes place are on the continuous basis. Clear? Where production units are to be similar and the production takes place on the continuous basis. Okay, at that place process costing it is to be used. Clear? Okay, so when the production it is not on continuous basis. Clear? When the production it is not on continuous basis and each job is different from the another. Clear? And each job it is different from the another, then costing system it is also known as the job order costing system. Clear? Then that costing system it is known as the job costing. Clear? Job costing, that is with the respect to the specific job. Clear? That job with the respect to the specific job. Now we will discuss where job costing system it is to be used. Clear? Or where job costing system it is to be adopted. Please remember that now one difference, that is job costing it is used where there is no continuous production of the units. Clear? And where production takes place on the continuous basis, that is to be known as the process costing. Clear? That is to be known as the process costing. Now move to the next one. Applications of the job costing. Clear? Now next point we have to cover here, that is regarding the applications of the job costing. So first one, second one. First, that is companies manufacturing products. Clear? Companies manufacturing products. Clear? Companies basically manufacturing products or rendering services. Clear? Companies manufacturing products or rendering, that is providing services against the specific orders or jobs. Clear? Companies manufacturing products or rendering or providing services against the specific jobs or orders use this type of costing. Examples: engineering and construction companies, like for the construction of specific bridge or flyover. Clear? Just giving examples. Or ship building or furniture making, machine manufacturing companies, repair shops. Clear? Machine manufacturing companies, repair shops, automobile garages, repair shops, automobile garages, and such other industries. Clear? And such other industries where jobs or orders can be segregated. Clear? And such other industries. Clear? And such other industries where jobs or orders can be segregated. Clear? Where jobs or orders can be segregated. A job may involve a product. Clear? A job may involve a product, project, contract, service, specific program, or any other cost object. Clear? A job may involve a product. A job may involve a product, project, contract, service, specific program, or any other cost object. Clear? Specific program or any other cost object. The aim of the job costing. Clear? What is the aim of the job costing? The aim of the job costing is to record all the costs incurred. Clear? The aim of the job costing here. What is the aim? The aim of the job costing basically is to incur or record all the cost incurred. Clear? Is to record all the cost incurred, that is all amount spent for completing a job, clear, for completing a job, so that it may be appropriately priced, clear, so that it may be appropriate price, clear, appropriately priced. That is, we have to include all the cost. Only after that we are able to make the price of that specific product, clear, proper price of that specific product. Okay. So in this session, we have to discuss up to this much point, just a little bit introduction, clear. In the next session, we will discuss in detail regarding what are the direct cost, labor cost, direct overhead cost, what is contract costing, clear. We will try to cover all these things in the next session, clear, all these things in the next session. This is the basic of that, clear. Process costing we also cover under that, clear. We will cover along with examples, batch costing, process costing, multiple costing, clear. And in the end, we will discuss also some of the questions. Okay. So it will take 3 to 4 sessions. In that, we will cover this chapter, clear. And I request to all of you regularly attend this session. I will already upload the slides in the group. Just go through that, clear. No need to go through any book. I will include all the points, clear, whatever important, clear, I will include it here, clear. Just go through that. And thanks to all of you for joining this session, clear. No need to go through the book. Just go through whatever I am conveying with you, clear. I have already shared the PPT or PDF. Just go through that. You will be able to understand all the things, and it also help us to clear your examination. So thanks to all of you.